Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a request that you guys had. We got this comment here by Brad Miller. I've noticed that you most often fight a different aggressor aircraft than the one you're flying. I think it's interesting to see some same aircraft battles, F-16 versus F-16, different countries. Okay, I like it, Brad. We're going to do it today. Big thank you to Brad Miller for the suggestion, and let's go ahead and get started. And if you haven't already bought the Viper, guys, keep in mind the code Growling gets you 10% off at checkout. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. So this is pretty much how it went when I was learning the F-14 when it first came out. I just basically did like a bunch of fights back to back, just getting myself used to it. Not saying the Viper has just come out, or Viper is much easier to fly than F-14, but she does need some getting used to. Alright, into the merge here with another Viper. And we gotta watch for that Fox 2 Wes, and we're gonna drop the flares. So this is not just the guns fight, by the way. This is Fox 2 as well. And so it doesn't really matter if we go one circle, two circle. I mean, the Viper enjoys two circle, don't get me wrong. It performs much better in that situation, but Fox 2 for him doesn't track. But technically, because we're the same aircraft, one circle, two circle doesn't matter. We can do that if we want. We can do a one circle fight with the Viper. That being said, this situation is not developing well for me, as he is on my 6 now. Okay, we're gonna have to start doing some of that pilot shit. Alright, let's bring him in closer. Let's see if we can get an overshoot going. His Fox 2 misses. We'll do some nose counters here. And hopefully we don't get ourselves killed in the process. There we go. And he's out in front. Nice. I love when that works. So he should be freaking out right about now, and we're getting closer to the ground, which means he's gonna have to ditch to the rate fight. Do a deck transition here, and we'll go ahead and squeeze off a Fox 2 and guns. Nice, got him with guns. Okay, all right, splash 1 from defensive to offensive. So obviously both of these Vipers are at the exact same conditions. We're both running about 24.6 thousand pounds is our gross weight, which puts us at about 45-ish% fuel. And obviously, like I said, both of those are equal between both aircraft, because that would be the only way that it's fair. And there we go into the merge here. See if we can get that nose to come around faster than his. Okay, chaff and flare there because we are definitely in the Fox 2 Wes. For anybody wondering what Wes is, it is Weapon Employment Zone. So basically it's the range or little cone in front of the aircraft where the weapon or missile that you fire can actually hit the target. And therein lies the concept of jamming the Wes that we've talked about a lot of times. You want to get close to him so that his missile cannot hit you. You're basically min-ranging it and jamming the Wes. That's what that is. Now, as you guys can see, we are in a downward spiral. He's going to reverse away here. This is a really nice Fox 2 opportunity. Fox 2. Splash 1. Nice. Alright. Yeah, reversals like that, Viper on Viper, you're still going to get killed. I hope everybody's somewhat excited about the Apache release. That can't be far now, I would imagine. So we will see. The thing with the Apache is it's such a complicated helicopter. I would love ED to just take their time and get it right, which appears to be what they're doing. Into the merge here. We've both gone one circle. As we've talked about, it's alright to do because we're both Vipers, but the Viper, regardless of the fact that we're both Vipers, it just doesn't like it. You know, in slow speed, it does not enjoy the slow speed regime. Try to keep him in a one circle here. Ooh. That was very close. So this is already not developing well. This is a problem. And you can see he's keeping his separation a little bit more this time, which is making it harder for me to try to bring him closer and force an overshoot. He's managing his closure. Okay. You see that little bit of gas that came out the side? That was the gun shooting. And we're going to need to do a deck transition here. And that's going to be very bad considering his position. Nearly hitting the water, but we're good. And him as well, almost going for a swim. And he's got nose on here. This is going to be a problem if he can get a gun solution. Yes, he did. Okay, yeah, we're out of this one. Let's punch out. This was a good kill. He got a nice gun solution there. Alright, one final round, and we'll probably wrap it up for today. I am enjoying the Viper, though. You guys know how much I like it in BVR, but I am getting more used to it in the BFM dogfight arena, and it is fun. Obviously something that needs to be mastered. I swear my main problem is actually getting this thing to not go ballistic on me. I spend a lot of time way above the race speeds. Alright, into the merge here once again. With most other aircraft, you're monitoring so you don't get too slow in a rate fight. Like with the Tomcat, for example, or the Hornet. The F-16, you're watching to make sure you don't go ballistic. You don't end up at 500, 600 knots. And it happens super quick. You take your eyes off it for a few seconds, and it's a problem. There's a Fox 2 that he fired that does not track. Now in the vertical here, I am pretty slow, so I might opt for one circle here, maybe. The thing is too, you gotta be careful. I don't want to dump my nose too much, because if I just dump it, then it opens angles for him. We're just gonna stay in this downward spiral. And pretty neutral here, so we'll have to do a deck transition once we get down there. And a lot of people, they see the rate fights and they think, oh, it's just two airplanes going around in circles. And, you know, this is, if you understand what the rate fight is and what's happening and losing and winning queues, then it's a lot more interesting. People who don't understand what they're looking at, they just see two aircraft going around in a circle. So there's the deck transition there. And I'm in a decent position. I am slower than I'd like to be. I like to be about 430 knots. So we're going to go ahead and let that speed build here. And you see the vertical climb up like that makes me think he may be attempting to set up an offset 2 circle. But I am bringing that nose around. We're going to cash it in, see if we can get a Fox 2 off here. Fox 2. And she's tracking Splash 1 F-16. Whew. 9Ms surprise you sometimes with their ability to track. Okay, Splash 1 Viper.